During war, civilian ships are frequently pressed into military service.
I don't just mean fishing boats and personal yachts, like those requisitioned to aid in the evacuation of Dunkirk during World War II, but also massive merchant ships and luxury ocean liners that were transformed into troop transports, hospital ships, escort carriers, tankers, and cargo ships. When she first set sail, the RMS Carmania was the largest ship in the Cunard Fleet line. The transatlantic ocean liner's primary route was between Liverpool in the UK and New York in the United States. Early sci-fi author H.G. Wells spoke highly of her during a trip to North America, as did famed polar explorer Ernest Shackleton. But when World War I broke out, the ship was seized by the Royal Navy, painted gray, and converted into an armed merchant cruiser. On September 14, 1914, she encountered the German merchant cruiser HMS Cap Trafalgar off the coast of Brazil. The Cap Trafalgar had also started its life as an ocean liner, but had been similarly converted into an armed auxiliary cruiser.
Here's where things get weird.
Not knowing that the RMS Carmania had been commandeered by the British Navy and repainted, the Germans had altered the Cap Trafalgar to look exactly like the British ocean liner, going so far as to give it a paint job that matched the Carmania's pre-war livery, and even removed one of the passenger liner's 3 funnels to match the Carmania's silhouette.
The Germans hoped to use the ship to infiltrate the British fleet.
Instead, the real Carmania and the imposter Carmania chanced upon each other half a world away from home and engaged.
It was the first time former ocean liners had ever met in combat.
A furious battle ensued. At first, the ships maintained a distance of 7,000 or so yards. The Carmania was hit 79 times in 2 hours. It had several holes below the waterline, and its bridge was completely destroyed. Fires raged everywhere. As the ships drew to within just 100 yards of each other, sailors on both vessels began firing at each other with handheld machine guns. But just as it appeared that the Carmania was done for, the Cap Trafalgar broke off and began frantically lowering lifeboats. It turned out that one of the Carmania's shells had peeled open several compartments below the Trafalgar's waterline. Unable to repair the damage, the imposter ship was sinking fast.
51 people were killed in the battle, including the German captain. The Carmania listed 9 casualties, with many more injured. But despite her battle wounds, she stayed afloat.
She was repaired and returned to service, assisting in the infamous Gallipoli campaign, and later shuttled Canadian troops back home after Germany's defeat.
Eventually, the Carmania returned to passenger liner service. She was scrapped in 1932. Stay curious, my friends.